everyone. So today, me and my team will be about how a bad leaders or bad manager they will affect HR management. So Lisa, Kalai, and Naya, and me, Leivan. So this is the flow that today we will talk about. First, we will introduction, which is we will introduce what is HR management, and the second one, the process of hiring a leader or hiring a manager. Third one, there's a few type of leader, of course. And the fourth one, we have two articles that support this topic of us. And last one, we'll do a conclusion. So first, I will pass to Lisa to talk about the definition of the human management, human resource management.
Human resource management. So what is human resource management? It is an approach to find the best candidates to fulfill the needed position and employ the most outstanding out of all candidates. So human resource management in a company is very important because it takes care of the human well-being of the staff. So it's a very human department. So before we going through the articles, we need to know the process of hiring a leader, right? So there is three. First one is human resource planning, where the management plan to recruit, how to recruit, which criteria they should achieve. Is there a technical skills they want, the qualification is needed, the certificate and all, and then the recruitment part, and then the selection. So this one is throughout the external part of the company, which they hire person out of the company. For this one is internal problem, where they hire someone to the higher level position. This very common and often costly errors when they hire from internal, which is a seniority, whereby when a person is being too long in the company, so the previous manager cannot help to not make the person to the higher level to promote them. The second one, which is loyalty or similarity to the outgoing leader, which is, it's really, we don't know if the person is performing well or not. So it's a very crucial part in this one. The third one is nepotism or being biased. So before the previous manager can hire a new one, they shouldn't be biased, or through the nepotism is very not a good way to promote the new leader. Next, next I will pass to you.
So next, I will continue with about the type of leader. There's a research. So nowadays they have 5 common type of leaders. So before we talk about leaders, we talk about humans first. For humans, we are doing the workplace. They actually have 2 type of people. First, they are good in doing work. The second one, they are good in doing manage people, the management. So now the first type of people we look around from the left hand side first, the managerial leader. So for this type of leaders, the character is weak. So they desire to be served rather than to serve people. So in this type of leader, they have a scarcity mindset, and also they value the position more than the people. So they focus on managing people. In this type of leader, they can do work well, but they are weak in manage people. So the second type of people leader, we call it relational leader. So in this type of leader, their character is strong. It's more stronger than a managerial leader, and they desire to serve people. And they have an abundant mindset. They value people more than the position. And also they're focusing on leading people. They lead their team to work together, and also they have a very nice relationship between themselves and also their team. The third one, motivational leader. This leader, they have a stronger characteristic, and also they also desire to serve people, and they also have an abundance mindset. They value people more than a position, but they have slightly different compared with relational leader, because for this type of leader, they are focused on leading people and also managing the process and getting the result. They have a good relationship between the leader and also the team, but this type of people, they will manage the team well, they arrange the work to a right person, and also they're getting a better result. For the fourth one, inspirational leaders. So this is their character is more stronger, and also they desire to serve and develop others. They have an abundance mindset, and also they value people more than a position. They focus on leading people and developing motivational leaders. So what are the difference between motivational leader and inspirational leader? So for motivation leader, they motivate people from the outside. They work together and bring along their team to fight for a better target, fight a better result. But for inspiration leader, they inspire people from the inside. They will grow a motivational leader to help them to bring along the team to get a more better result and also a higher achievement. For the last one, transformational leader, this type of leader, the character is most strongest, and they desire to serve and develop others people. They have an abundance mindset, and they value people more than a position also, and they focus on leading people and developing motivational and inspirational leaders. They are the most, we can say, it's the most successful leaders that can motivate their team, inspiring their team, develop more leaders in their team, and also bring the whole team to a highest level of the successfulness. So next, I will pass it to my friend Scarlett. So it will continue about the article that we found it, 5 negative consequences of hiring a bad leaders in human resource management.
So, there are 5 negative hiring a bad leader in the organization. So the first one will be hard cost executed with turnover, where I have recruitment costs, decreased productivity and morale, and training and onboarding cost. Recruitment costs, where when you want to hire a new employee, you have to pay the most job listing, hire recruits, sponsor events, establish partnership, and offer referral bonus to the new employee. And also assessment tests, where they have their background check in and various travel expenses associated with their renting candidates can increase cost to the organization when they hire a new employee. Decreased productivity and morale. This happens when a job dissatisfaction can increase when an employee tasked with additional work. They keep on additional work for them, but without a good bonus or good motivation for them. Long hours of working can cause their own employee and asking, why would I work still in this organization? Low employees' morale can result in decreased productivity, creating a cycle that can lead to negative change in company culture. Training and boarding costs. This very happen when an organization has hired someone to fill an open position where the new employee need to be orientated, trained well, and when this employee onboarding happens, includes the orientation, training, ramp-up, and time can take several months for hiring a new candidate. And when the months take, that's where the cost turnover goes higher and higher. In order to save costs and replacing the same level as the person, what the organization do as they hires have a team a lot to learn and requires assistance from their colleagues during the onboarding period. Okay. Second will be poor leaders impact team performance. Employee productivity is going to suffer without good leadership, where someone who feels unappreciated is not going to put in much effort as someone who knows their work is valued. And this type of behavior usually might lead the team members to put less effort, sharp responsibility instead of simply punishing the employees to blame on others. There should be a good communication properly to both parties of where either needs in order to achieve the frame goals. Lack of communication. A poor leader might losing periods of time away from the desk office or might ignore staff email and telephone messages because they don't have a good communication within their employees and team members. This kind of poor communication might also fail to pass along new information about company access to the new employees, policy or procedure that will affect the way the staff member perform their jobs on the organization. Low company performance. Example as low company performance when a sales come up. In the sales industry, sales staff may not longer take initiative to hit their target, where they'll have a different impact not only in the individual performance but also the company overall financial gains. Employee can lose motivation when working under a poor leader. Employee development suffer with poor leadership. Poor leadership may fail to identify or develop potential among the employees. Where if someone works on a team where they are not encouraged to develop their skills, they expand to their expertise and they quickly become stagnant. A poor financial result. When you work under a poor leadership where the leader don't have a good skillful or good motivation to give to their employees, a tangible result of poor leadership offer financial result and goal achievement. High turnover. Workers who aren't motivated are burned from a poor culture, being looking for other jobs. This further escalates profitability concerns for the business firms. No surgery, where the poor company department leadership also inhibit the development of snidgery. It doesn't take for a culture to become a toxic. When a toxic leader is typically someone whose behavior negatively affect the organization and the people within it, maybe with a negative characteristic or some stuff. The higher profit status means the negative can ripple out far beyond their own team. When the team members don't feel psychologically safe within their leadership, and they don't have any notice design in job performance and certification, example as there's no motivation, there's no bonus, there's no reward, there's no good intention or good motivation from the leadership, from their bosses. Turnover at other level will increase. This happens when the leadership is not good, they're not motivated and stuff, where virtual work opportunities will increase. Entrepreneurship, small business has own increased. That becoming more desirable that long-term employment are some workers, where they actually have their own business, where they will gain their own extra cash. A poor fit with the supervisor, lack of communication, lack of motivation, and no improvement or existing task or project given to the employees. Next. How bad leaders can affect HRM? Where high turnover, where you have to recruit new employees, this where it's gained to the employees if manager are insulting, abrasive, incentive or incommitment. High turnover affects productivity, particularly in there are no remaining employees trained to perform the department employing jobs. Productivity costs. While the manager is spending time to trying to train other employees and retain the new or manager personality conflicts between the higher existing staff. As my research, 39% of chief financial officers surveyed by Robert Half International say that bad hire cost them productivity, and 11% say the bad hire result is in a few silver. Financial costs. This happens when you are not only praising a salary to someone who will not be performing to expectation, but might also pay for additional training, losing more money to new hire people rather than recruiting the people around the organization. I will pass to.
Good afternoon, Miss. I am talking about this article about good people and bad managers. The intro will be there are a lot of bad managers out there and they don't even know how bad they are. For example, if an employee working for 10 years and making the company's productive and revenue increase, every year increase means there is a high chances of the employee to become a leader, even though they don't even know their management skills and how they communicate with other employees. But because of the company's revenue increasing, there is high chances of him to become a leader in that company, particular company. Next is how will be a bad leader. Most of the managers are promoted because of their past success, different roles, not because of their good management skills. Examples like self-protection. Because of self-protection, he can conquer the group of company, the particular group employee. The employee can't do anything besides asking him his permission. He is the leader. He will give anything and he asks us to do. Even though the employee is more knowledgeable after the leader, but they can't do anything because he has a own position up there. So the employee can't do anything also. Next is culture change. Culture changes very slowly, but that was needed for better management. For example, a manager he's been manager for more than 20 years or 10 years, but the new recruitment employees all are young and very knowledgeable, but even though, for example, they want to finish a work in 10 minutes, but manager will do his own way. He will take time. He will do his old school style. Example for filing a things means he will go for very long time, step by step, not finishing time. He take time, even though it's take time, but he want to do correctly, but it will take time like that. And second will be the reviews of productive. If the management does not clearly define the performance of the expectation or follow up with the employee about their levels, so levels of productivity of organization of it can experience the reduce of the revenues. It can be cause the revenues of a company to reduce and more costs will be increased. So the conclusion will be that mean welcoming, decent and employee who see things differently shouldn't be suffer the consequence of simply being liked with the manager's ideas. So more of all of this, the manager should be a leadership person, know his potential, how to make the company or the group of employees to become a better person or better to be in the environment, so that the company will be more productive and make their revenues or increase every rather than doing in a bad leader way.
So these are our reference that we get from the result that we get. Thank you very much. Is there any question?
Thank you.